Hi, I'm Ron Cohen from Lisbon Partners, and here's what's on my real estate radar. Lisbon, Portugal. Doing a little traveling this week and thought it'd be fun to talk about the real estate market here. Let's talk about Lisbon, Portugal, because this is a city that has gotten a lot more popular, a lot more international, and a lot more supply constrained. Lisbon has about 545,000 residents. It's relatively small, but it is increasingly acting like a global gateway market with housing demand coming from both locals and newcomers from around the world. Let's get into some of the numbers. On the sales side, average residential pricing is now about $566 per square foot, up 10.5% year over year. On the rental side, Lisbon is the most expensive rental market in Portugal, with asking rents about $26 per square foot on an annualized basis. For apartment rents, a typical one-bedroom rents for about $1,600 a month in the city center and about $1,200 outside the center. A typical three-bedroom runs about $3,000 a month in the center and about $2,000 outside the center. Meanwhile, Manhattan average rent recently hit $5,000. And here's the supply piece that really matters. Lisbon has about 319,640 housing units, but only around 120,188 are occupied rental units. So you have a city of roughly 545,000 people competing for a relatively tight rental stock. Then add foreign demand. Lisbon had about 202,000 foreign residents in 2024, and Portugal's central bank has said demand from foreigners and immigrants is adding upward pressure to housing prices, especially in Lisbon and Porto. Little side note for the retail real estate investors and Zara shoppers out there, Lisbon is home to the second largest Zara store on planet Earth, coming in at 54,000 square feet. Why does it matter? I saw a number of cranes and active development sites while touring Lisbon. However, Lisbon can't simply build its way out of this. A lot of the city's strategy is tied to rehabilitation, adaptive reuse, and preservation of these beautiful historic neighborhoods and buildings. Bottom line, Lisbon is a growth market, but a constrained one. Prices are up, rents are increasing, foreign demand is strong, and preservation is a real part of the housing story. That's what makes Lisbon so interesting right now. It's being pushed forward by global demand, but held in check by limited supply and the realities of protecting an old historic city. I highly recommend a visit. I'm Ron Cohen from Lisbon Partners, and that's what's on my international real estate radar.